Jesus gave his life for me so that I can live, and the Lord creating crime to me, that's all I can give. My whole life since I was young, that's how I.
Oh, snaps. Hey, y'all. It's a beautiful Sunday morning or evening, afternoon. What we calling it? Evening.
I'm gonna say evening,
yeah. Oh, y'all. This is Shavonda Marie with Love, Strength, and Love. Today, I have two special guests. It's kind of weird having two viewers at one time, but we making this work. I'm gonna go ahead and let you ladies introduce yourself. Go ahead.
Hello, everyone. I'm Toya. Check me out on Instagram. Follow my Instagram, Latoya Shining, Facebook, Divine Love Self Care on Instagram. Also, Divine Love Child Care on Facebook. Air It Up Balloons. Please go check me out, y'all.
Yes. Go ahead.
Hey everybody, I'm Kendra. I'm the host of my own podcast. Today I'm a special guest for Miss Shavonda. I'm happy to be here.
I thank you, ladies. Y'all is
Thank
on
you.
point. Look at our skin. It's just
I know this
glistening. Look at Latoya. Your makeup is on point. Ooh, hey, now.
Let's go.
All right, ladies. Over the last week, I just been going through a lot of things. Just tapping into my own self. It's almost the end of the year. We halfway through, almost through the 2024, y'all.
Last
Yep.
quarter.
Yep.
Wow, that went fast. But it was just me wrapping it up everything of what I've been through, different cycles that I've actually noticed on my own throughout my own life, and just started working it for me to change within going towards my kids.
Okay.
They're my future. Well, all our kids are our future. So
True.
we just pretty much want to do something different. We don't want to see the same things keep going on and on and on. And today we're speaking about breaking cycles. It's a lot of different type of cycles people have been having within relationships. And we're not just talking about romantic. We're talking about personal. We're talking about family, friends, co-workers, employees. We're talking about it all, right? Our main thing is generational curses, though. A lot of people have been working it. I don't know if y'all have been really tapping into it, but it's just been a lot of people been working through their traumas nowadays instead of keep pushing them to the side or running from them.
Absolutely.
So we're talking about a lot of the negative patterns that generational curses or generations before us have actually been, putting off on us. The different type of beliefs that we have to have about, the things that they actually is telling us that we have to do that haven't been having us move forward. That haven't been allowing us to grow within our own selves.
Okay.
We just go after their lives and we run with it. Now it's our time to create our own lives and us to go after our own things in life. And it's pretty much, it's time to do something different. And I just wanted to know a couple of, I brought you two guys here today because you guys are very powerful women. I've been hanging out with you all. Toya, you like my cousin. We grew up together. So it's been a long time I've been hanging out with you, and I've been watching you grow as well. I just met Kendra, but it's a blessing to have met you because just this little time I've known you, it's just really impact my life. It really allowed me to see that, hey, I am as powerful as my other sisters out here in the world.
Absolutely, you are.
So y'all too, when as me just going through and watching y'all, it's just y'all have been going through certain type of things in life that I've been working through over the last years. I not gonna. Well, a lot of times I've been running from them, but nowadays it's just smacking me dead in the face. Like it's time to deal with these type of things and trauma, and healing of just within my own self has been something that I have really been working toward.
That's good.
My kids are older. I got a daughter in college. I cannot believe I'm saying this. I got a daughter in college, and it's just like time is really flying.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Enough of me going on and on. I'm gonna go ahead and get into some of these questions. I am going to ask both of y'all one by one. Which the question, and I'm gonna just let y'all go ahead on y'all thoughts with it.
Okay.
So the first question that I have for you is: what are some cycles that people find themselves what are some common cycles that people find themselves in, and then why do y'all think it's so difficult for them to get out of them? We go ahead and start with Toya.
I would say here in Milwaukee, there's like a culture of hanging out and clubbing and drinking. Definitely drinking. We are the brew city. And I just kind of feel like because the way it's set up and the way the culture is, it's kind of hard to get out of that when that's what most of your friends are doing.
Right.
The only time you really see your friends is if you go out and be social, and then that causes you to drink, you know what I mean? And things of that nature. So I think, it's kind of a hard cycle when to get out of when most of your peers is doing it. Another one would be overworking yourself.
Yes.
You become so used and comfortable with doing things. For me, day to day, I'm always on the go. I can't not sit still, and sometimes it's good for you to sit still. And it's a hard cycle to break when you got that hustle and drive in you, and things have to get done, but you also have to be mindful of your health. Yes. And of other things that may need your attention and time as well.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with that.
Me too.
Yeah, I think I'll just piggyback off of the culture of drinking. Yeah, I mean that is definitely something that our community indulges in quite often. I mean, I like to have a good time. I like to get out. I like to have a good drink. I think the issue becomes when people overindulge.
Right.
They don't have a plan on how they're gonna get home after drinking so much. And a lot of people, this just happened to a friend of mine. Somebody was driving drunk, and now they're damaging personal property that belongs to other people because
Right.
They didn't handle their alcohol very well. But also, we got to put some of that responsibility on the bartenders and the owners of these bars, because they see you getting messed up. They see you staggering out of that building, and they're not stopping you or taking your keys or, assisting you. So I think the responsibility has to come from the entire community as a whole. And if you're with your friend and you see your friend messed up, then like, why are you letting them drive? Or, you know what I mean? Like, make a plan. Who's all going to go? Let's try and take one vehicle. Who's the designated driver? Like, it's not a lot of that going on. So I can see how that can be a curse in a sense to the community, because people feel like they're not having fun unless they're intoxicated.
Right.
So I can agree with that. Another generational curse, I would say, how about people not letting their kids be themselves, and there's expectations for them to behave a certain way because they're a boy or because they're a girl. I think it was a couple years ago, a little boy his mother bought him a play kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
And
that went viral.
Yeah, it went super viral because people are like, no, she didn't buy him a toy kitchen. That's for girls and blah, blah, blah. And it's like, let that boy cook. There are chefs.
Yes.
There are men who need basic life essentials in order to be good men.
Yes.
And so nobody should be opposed to teaching a young man how to cook and letting him play, you know what I'm saying, in them types of settings so that he can develop those skills.
Yeah.
Right.
And even women, there's this thing, you're not supposed to, lift that, or you're not supposed to carry that, or you're not supposed to lift weights, you'll get too bulky, or it's that stigma too, that women aren't supposed to be strong, and they're not supposed to look strong, and they're supposed to let men handle certain things, and if they're not doing that, they're not feminine, and they're masculine. And I don't have to be masculine just because I can change a tire, or I can put a light bulb in, I can climb a ladder. So some of those things I think are curses, because then you got people who kind of like are okay with just sitting in those curses.
Yes.
And they don't want to really make a change in those things too. So just a few things.
So what do y'all think are some type of for us to get out of them? Why do y'all think it's so difficult for us to break them?
It'd be the lifestyle.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It'd be the lifestyle. It's how you were raised, the foundations that were laid before you. So it's, it's what they say is hard to teach a old dog new tricks.
Yes, I've heard that one.
So it is like, once you are comfortable with it, you really don't want to change, because like change can be hard, right?
It is.
Yeah.
But I think we need to embrace change more.
Yes.
And step outside the box.
Yep.
So that we can start breaking some of those cycles.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It's time.
Yeah.
It really is. And we just watching the kids nowadays. Like I said, my daughter's in college, and I'm just watching the kids that's, at the college dorm, or just out at my middle school, at her school. And it's like, the kids are outrageous.
Yeah.
They want to be themselves, but then they want to blend in with the rest of the society as well. And it's like, well, my mom and them doing it, so why I can't do it?
Right.
And it's that thought on it of we holding them to say, hey, well, us as parents, we have to set that foundation for our kids to say, no, you actually can be your own self, be who you are.
Yep.
You mentioned it, Toya. It starts from our childhood. We go off of what our parents do, or how we seen them go out into the world and work so hard, or just allowing the different people into their circle that are not even healthy to be around, or they're toxic. And then we grow up and that's the same thing, and we're teaching our kids that. And now the world is a whole mess, and our kids is blending into it, and we sitting like, what the world is going on? It's time for us to change.
Right.
It's definitely time for us to change. How can we recognize some of these things that are harmful for us, as we put limits on our own selves?
Honestly, it's hard to recognize them. Because like I said, you're so comfortable, you think that's the right way to do it. You know what I mean? Like, this is my life, this is how I want to do it, this is how I always been doing it, and that's that. But it takes some time from somebody on the outside looking in, that have already dealt with some of those issues, that have experience there, to say, hey, maybe you should take a look at this, area, or what you got going on. It may not be right, or it may not be mixing well with what you have going on in your life right now, as far as if you're trying to build a relationship with God, or if you're trying to, put out a certain image for your business. Like it takes true friends and good family members to be real with you, and to let you know, like, girl, nah, that ain't cool. You know what I mean? Like, we got to switch this up a little bit. Because it's hard to look, like I said, look at things that you've been doing your whole life as being not right, or being wrong, or even to say, I can do it differently, when no, it's been working this way my whole life for me.
Right.
So, but what if it haven't been working for you, and you just keep repeatedly doing them? How can we recognize those to say, hey, it's time for me to do something different?
Once you then hit rock bottom. When you
what
hit
you think, Kendra?
Ooh. I think when you want to change something, you're gonna do it. I think it takes time for people to definitely see where they are having challenges at in their life, but
Right.
you have to really want something different in order to get something different.
That
So
passion.
yeah, I think it really just, you got to just sit down one day and do some self-reflection. A lot of people need to really consider the things that I'm doing every weekend. Is it getting me one step closer to my goals? Am I focused right now, or is this a distraction for me?
Right.
So it's like you don't have to stop doing those things, but you just have to limit yourself, and you have to put your priorities and your goals first. And once you map out a routine to do that, you'll notice you start to cut back on hanging out with people. You'll notice you start cutting back on doing things that are deviating you from the things that you really want out of life. So the only way you really can do it is to really care about yourself enough and want to be a better person.
Exactly.
Can't nobody make that happen for you. I don't know. Somebody could tell you you suck, and either you're gonna believe them or you not.
Exactly.
So do you believe that you suck, or do you believe that you suck right now, but you're not gonna suck tomorrow? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to receive the criticism, want to take that accountability, and be the best version of you.
Yes.
So, yeah.
All right, y'all. We got some viewers in here. Hey, y'all. We got Tashima.
Hi, Tashima.
Savannah.
Hey, sis.
Thank you, ladies, for joining us.
Savannah.
We just really tapping in, y'all. It's just like I said, it's almost the end of the year. This year then went fast, and we breaking cycles.
Yeah.
We recognizing the cycles that we need to break, and we helping each other out.
Yep.
Like, hey, it may be something. Hey, you smoke too much. Thank you. I'm working on that.
Right.
You know, like, or you
let
drink
me
too
work
much.
on that.
Right.
Yeah.
God ain't through with me yet.
Thank you for allowing me to actually see, you know, because, hey, maybe I do smoke too much, and I just don't feel like I smoke that much.
Right,
you know?
right.
All right, y'all. So that's actually amazing because it brings us into the next question, the self-awareness. Right. What is it that what role does that play for us as individuals, humans here living here, or what is it? I can't even think of it right now.
But like she said, just to piggyback off what you said, like taking time to reflect on yourself. You know what I mean?
That's the self-awareness.
And, reflecting on yourself and taking time out to create a plan and to get your goals and make sure that your lifestyle is aligned with your goals. And just definitely just searching deep within yourself.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I saw my picture of it. Where did you get that
from? Yeah. So, I mean, we can't overlook what you said neither, because you didn't pretty much just said that when you hit rock bottom.
Yes,
that too.
The rock bottom piece, y'all, that, like Kendra said, that actually allow you to see, like, hey, it's time for me to do something different. Now, I really want something different to change. I got to get up and do it.
Yeah, ain't nobody gonna do it for you.
Nobody's gonna do it for you. So, how do you maintain progress? How do you maintain the progress once you have started to break cycles? So let's just kind of tap into what kind of cycles you then kind of broke, Toya. We're gonna just go off of this year.
I would say people pleasing.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Baby.
I would definitely say that because I am a nurturer and I always want to be there for everyone, help them come up with solutions to their problems and try to be at every event because I don't want to let them down. And I just realized that it's not really getting me anywhere.
Right.
All it's doing is making people depend on me, which is good, but sometimes I can't depend on them.
Exactly.
And so I started to kind of wear myself out with that because I found myself thinking about people issues when I'm trying to sleep, you know what I mean? Worried about their stuff more than I'm worried about my own stuff. Trying to help them figure out their problems, and I got my own set of problems going on over here. So I just had to take a step back, and just, it's like no love, nothing lost. It's just that I had to just take time for me. You know what I mean? It got tiresome, trying to please everyone. I'm not pleasing myself. I became unhappy, always putting myself last. So that's pretty much what I have worked on, and it's been going very well. I've been doing little things for me, and getting back to my goals, and getting my plan set, and just focusing on me.
Yes. So we got to give some claps on that. I had to find that, but congratulations, baby, because people pleasing has definitely been one of my biggest ones, and it's hard. It's really hard, and it's hard to fall back into into the same patterns after you didn't work through them.
Right.
Whew, how about you, Kendra?
I don't know what to call this. I don't know if it's a term for it or not, but I've really learned to stop expecting me out of other people. Yes. That shit'll hurt your soul. Yes. I always expect that same energy or that reciprocation from people, even when I don't know them well enough to know if that's how they operate.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I just figure, if I do something nice for you, it's out the kindness of my heart. Later down the road, we just gonna have that understanding, and we're gonna be able to do that back and forth.
Exactly.
But that's not always the case.
No. Especially if they not tapped into them.
Right.
They don't even know how to give and receive on their own.
Exactly.
So they definitely not able to do it for you.
No, they can't do it for me. Yeah. A lot of people, you gotta just, I like when DMX said, see them for who they are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? See people for who they are, and meet their ass.
Meet them where they are. See them for who they are, and meet them where they are.
Yes. Believe them. Yes. Believe them.
Yes.
And just believe them. And just because I believe them doesn't mean I need to be upset with them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have no issues with you.
Yes.
I just see you for you. And now I'm just going to move accordingly.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Don't continue to give people chances to disappoint you because you in your own mind have thought of the way that they should treat you. You gotta let that go, and you just gotta keep your eyes open and use that discernment. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always been I trust you until you show me I can't.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? But shit, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I should do that no more now. I'm just going, ain't no trust.
Nowhere. Yeah.
Now we just cool.
Yeah.
We cool.
Good acquaintances.
You know what I'm saying? We good acquaintances. I'm not going to get that friend word away too loose.
Man.
But we cool. You know what I'm saying?
So let's just say, right, we stepping into it. We figuring it out. We just recognized it for our own selves. Now, we can share with somebody else to be like, hey, try this. What would it be for you, Kendra?
To tell somebody to try to do something?
Yeah. To actually, so that they can move themselves forward. As far as we're talking about generational trauma, just holding on to it.
Face it dead in the face. Look at it. Sit down with that hurt. Sit down with that anger. Process it. Allow yourself to feel it and get through it. Don't make yourself feel guilty about it. Show yourself some grace. Wipe them tears and get back up.
Exactly.
For real. Because you don't want to sit in it too long. It can take over you. You can be consumed with it, and it can cause you to go in the wrong direction. And it can turn into resentment. And it can turn into regret. It can turn into all these things that are nasty,
negative.
And you wake up mad and you bitter and upset all the time. So
just keep going.
You just can't. You can't put those feelings on hold and keep chugging through life and acting like you're not hurt. You gotta address those things, and you gotta really, really want to heal from them, because what you have inside is gonna internalize, and you're gonna project it. Other people gonna get that same energy from you, and you don't want that. You don't want that. You don't want to punish people who haven't cut you.
Exactly.
So,
That's a good one. Yeah.
What
yeah.
about you, Toya?
I would say don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to do the work.
Mhm.
Once you have sat down and assessed and sit with those feelings and emotions, now what you're gonna do about it? And don't be afraid to do it,
Yep.
to change and to do something different than what your family is used to you doing or what your friends are used to you doing. Just do it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
my thought on it is for both of them, shit, be afraid and do it anyway.
Hey.
Even if you're scared, still do it.
Yes, even if you're scared.
Don't hold back.
And just be who you are.
Yes.
Like, and just allow life to just flow.
Yeah.
Like, we rush life so much, or we just want life to be at a standstill because we're in our feelings. But we gotta flow with life.
Yeah.
Gotta keep going.
Hey,
Yeah.
JJ. All right, y'all. I've been ignoring these comments for for a little minute. Hey, y'all. We got. Let's see.
You do got a lot of them.
Dang, y'all. I'm sorry, y'all. I said come join us, and we just sitting here having our own little discussion. Oh wow, y'all. Oh wow. Okay, let's see. You have to be able to have some where it go?
Right here.
Oh, dang, I didn't even say that. You have to be able to have some some
those
uncomfortable conversations.
Absolutely.
Yes, that's hard, y'all. It's hard, especially when people that you really care about and you hate to see them hurt, but we gotta have them.
Yeah.
We have to. Let's see. Self-awareness is to be notified.
Of the things that you do.
Wow, I just got blurry.
That are not okay.
Thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely, y'all. It's just self-awareness is a must. We have to have it. Okay, y'all. So, what are some type of steps that y'all think that us as humans can take just to start processing our healing? And I'm talking about from unhealthy relationships as far as family, friends, kids, parents. What are some steps that we can kind of use?
Shoot, first of all, pay attention to your body.
Ooh.
Like, my social meter runs low. It does. I put a lot of energy in doing different things and attending different events and being part of projects and stuff. And once my body starts saying, your social meter is low, you need to rest.
Yes.
I listen. I used to still try to force myself to go to stuff. I used to feel bad when I couldn't attend things. I don't feel bad no more. I just communicate.
Yes.
I can't make it. I'm sorry. I'm not feeling it. I had to tell a friend recently, I overdid it this weekend. I'm sorry. I can't make it.
Right.
And she was like, okay, we can go ahead and reschedule.
Honesty.
Yeah, because like, you know when you up to something and you know when you're not, and when you try and force yourself to put energy in places when your cup is not full for yourself, then it causes you to be on overload.
Yes.
And
Yes.
and you get to that point where you just can't take on things, and some people fall into depression or other stuff, and it's like, nope, just control it. Control it. Make you have the power to control it. Don't be afraid to say no to things.
Yeah.
You gotta push it a little harder.
Yes. How about you, Toya?
I would say taking time out to look within yourself and do that shadow work.
Yes.
It's hard, and like she said, being honest with yourself when you're doing the shadow work.
Yes.
Because even when we're doing it, sometimes we don't want to face it, or we don't want to even think about it. But the things that you kind of push off and push back are the things that be affecting you in your daily life, and you don't even know it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you definitely want to take the time out to look within and do some shadow work and work on your strengths, build those up even more, and build up your weaknesses.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
I agree.
Pay attention, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Pay attention. Mind, body, and soul. You have to. We have to. So, what role do y'all think that therapy play? Do y'all think that it's a good thing for us as Black people
Mhm.
to
Absolutely.
have
Yes.
therapists?
Absolutely.
Mhm.
It's always nice to talk to someone who don't know you, don't know your background, and
Mhm.
they don't have to pick a side or be judgmental. They're
Mhm.
simply there to listen
Yes.
and to, help you work through situations and give you good advice. I have had experience with a therapist, and I have to say that it's very uplifting,
Mm-hmm.
and it has helped me a lot.
Mhm.
Sometimes you don't want to. We all have our own problems. We all have our own issues, and like at a point, I found myself always. My sister was my therapist, but I realized, like, you know what, and my daughter. But I realized, like, hold on, maybe my stuff is stressing them out on top of the
Right.
stuff that they got going on. So let me
Mhm.
find me a therapist to help me work through these problems.
Yes.
And versus trying to
Yes.
put all my stuff on them.
Yes, that's how you got to do it. I
Mm-hmm.
agree. Therapists are great. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, they got a job to do, and people who have an open heart and trust that if they go to that therapist, that they're gonna do, you know what I'm saying, the work with them, then I think it's gonna be good for them because you got to also do that background work to make sure you're going to the therapist that aligns with you.
Yes.
You know, I've seen people try different therapists and they got opinions and they're like, oh, I ain't like this person or I ain't like that person. So
Mhm.
don't just pick anybody. You
Right.
know, get a nice little list, recommendations from some whoever you know that's going, and go do a consultation with them. See if
Mhm.
y'all got a vibe because you want to be comfortable with
Yes.
whoever you go to.
Mhm.
Yes.
And just trust that they're gonna help you do the work because people will go to therapy and not say nothing.
Yeah.
Yes.
They'll go there and just play around. Like, what is you paying for this for?
Right.
Go in there and really tell them what you need. Tell them what you don't know you need. You know what I mean? Just tell
Mhm.
them what it is that's bothering you so you can get to the root cause and break free from it. So
And my thing is just speak the truth.
yeah.
Go in there and express yourself.
Mhm.
Get whatever you can't say to your family members off your chest.
Yeah.
Say whatever you can't say to a dude or a female. Get it off your chest. Just
Let it out.
let it out and be truthful.
And then let it go.
Yep. And don't leave when your therapist say something you don't want to hear.
Definitely.
People would have about 3, 4 therapists because the therapist is trying to put them on to something about
Yes.
them, but they don't want to believe it. So you got to come in with an open heart and an open mind. Once you find that person that aligns with you,
Yeah.
Yes.
make sure you always coming in with an open heart and open mind so you can actually take what they're giving.
Yes.
Yep.
All right, ladies, getting ready to wrap this up. I got a couple more questions. How
go.
can
Just
how to I'm trying to get this question out. We're not trying to pass this down to our kids. Our family members have been passing down so many different type of things, and I'm talking about they pain and they hurt, they suffering, they stresses. Like, what is it that we could do so that we can assure that we're not passing those down to our kids? Give me something
I
that
actually
you
wanted
kind of
I wanted to bring up something else too that I think is generational that just hit me.
okay.
I really don't like when they sexualize young black women.
Ooh,
Like they had their hair a certain way, they'll wear a certain outfit, and it's like, oh, why she wearing that? And she's
yes,
12.
yes,
And it's like there's nothing sexual about her. She's a 12-year-old and she
Yes.
just got hips and thighs.
yes,
That's the way she's built. And
exactly.
yet somebody will find a way to sexualize her and have an attack on her hair and what she's got on. I don't like that. Like that's
Yeah.
another thing that I feel like people need to break free from is build the confidence in our young black girls. Help them
Yes.
become more confident in their bodies. Help them understand what's going on with their bodies. Help them
Yes.
understand the relationships that they want out of life. They can be healthy ones.
Yes.
So I mean that's another thing.
Yes.
Sorry, I know I threw that
That's
at the
okay.
end.
That's okay. So
But
what's something that you think or that you have been actually using that's been helping you kind of just work through a lot of different things so that you're not passing the cycles down that you've been breaking or trying to break
I
or are
really
breaking?
I really think, well, right now, my most important job is being a mother.
Mhm.
So, right now, my most important thing is to not pass down the toxic things that I felt were within my family And one of them, I think, and I know a lot of people might not agree with this, but I don't spank my kids.
Yeah.
I mean, I know a lot of people do, but I've seen nothing but bad things come from an
Me
adult
too.
putting their hands on a child.
Yes.
I mean, I done got hit with switches and electric cords and all type of stuff. So that trauma from that, I don't put my hands on my kids.
Yes.
And yelling, I know I was talking about this on my last show with Kivana. Yelling, traumatic.
It is.
And
That's
then you
very
do adopt
traumatizing.
that. When you get older, you're yelling at your kids. I've
Yep.
seen the most ugliest things come out of parents' mouths, yelling at their kids. And it kind of frightens me. I'm like, dang, you could say that stuff to your kid. You know, how you gonna treat me if I accidentally bump you in the grocery store?
Yes.
You know, you just got a badass attitude.
Exactly.
So like, I don't know. I just started with my kids by not putting my hands on them.
Yes.
Teaching them that you can handle conflict without violence.
Yes,
I don't have to hit
that's
my
the
child
number
for them
one
to
thing.
understand they were wrong. And I want them to see their mistakes as an opportunity for growth.
Yes.
So
There you go.
that goes
That's a
into
good one.
another
You know?
key
Yeah.
area. Look.
It's
Ooh.
just-
How about
Yeah.
look? I gotta get comfortable with this, baby. How about you, Toya?
I would say just like she said, the first thing we are our mothers.
Yes.
And so I just let my children, be who they feel like they are designed to be. I don't try to say, well, I did it like this, or this is how grandma told me to do it, so you have to do it like this. No, I let that go a long time ago.
Yes.
I will introduce my children to things, like for instance, religion. I introduce them to God through the way that I know God.
Yes.
And then they can take it and use it and adjust it and how they see fit for them and their life and their relationship with God. You know what I mean? So yeah, like you said, I just let my children just be themselves. And I'm just there to guide them. You know what I mean? Just to hold their hand as they are transitioning from teenagers to adults.
Yes. Yes. Let me go ahead and get that. All right, y'all. Okay, so we're talking about we know that education is something that we have to go through, and that's just as us being parents, because our kids have to go to school.
Yeah.
And we're now talking about when it comes to personal growth. What is it? Some type of common belief that it's what's a common belief of just personal growth? What are some beliefs that you hold, Toya, when it comes to personal growth as you growing? Like you said, we gotta, I don't mean to cut you off or go a little bit longer, but we have to recognize that we are women, we are men, we are young women, we are young men, we are girls, boys, as well as mothers, friends, aunties, uncles. But at the end of the day, it's a personal growth. We have to take something that we learn from our own self and use it within our kids, so that we making sure that they are continuously growing within their own self.
I just feel like our personal growth and development comes from our environment and our experiences. We are consistent learners. We're always learning, and we're learning as we're growing. And so just pretty much based off of the things that we have seen and done and places where we have been, we take all that information and we process it, and it helps us to grow and to develop more. So I would say environments and experiences.
Yeah, absolutely.
So if we unable to get out of a certain environment that we actually want to get out of, what is it, some type of advice that you can give for those out there that just can help them within their personal growth?
I would say just read. Educate yourself. We all have the internet at our fingers touch. Use it for what it was meant to be used for, and that's research. And that's what I did when I felt like I was stuck and I couldn't move forward. I would just go on the internet and I would research what can I do to help myself move forward. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Right.
And it gave me a lot of advice and it gave me a lot of information. Or if I'm battling with something within, I'll type those feelings into my Google and it'll bring up different self-care techniques and people being motivational speakers talking about it, and that kind of helps. I'll say educate yourself, wherever you are, you have to meet yourself where you are too. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
And so if you feel like you are stuck and you can't get out of that environment, then do what you can while you're within that environment.
Right.
Yeah. One
Okay.
step at a time, really.
Yeah.
How about you, Kendra?
Oh, so when it comes to growth, I told myself I can. That's what I started with. Because for too long I was like, well, maybe I can do that, but maybe this gonna happen. So really stop talking to your damn self. For one, you're crazy. You're crazy. You're a crazy lady. Yeah, but really, you do. You just really got to tell yourself you can.
Yeah.
I can do what I want to do. How do I do it?
Exactly.
Like she said, use your resources, and your resources can just be the people in your life. It can be as simple as swallowing your ego and your pride and just turning to your friend who got it going on and stop acting like you can't ask her for nothing. Yes, just stop being weird and go ask your friend. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, got there some way.
Right. Like, and I don't know what capacity you got, friend, but I don't know if you're busy or if you got some free time. This is what I'm trying to achieve. Can you give me some advice, or can you point me in the right direction? Like, your resources can really be the people that really love you the most. And you gotta, I feel like I'm a strong believer now in don't just talk to me when things are going well.
Right.
You can come talk to me in some of your darkest times.
Okay.
And just tell me what you want me to do. Because if you want advice, I'm going to give it. If you just want me to listen, I will just listen. You know what I'm saying?
Say heed to that.
Yeah. Just call them. Hey, you know what? Friend, I just need you to listen to this. I promise I only need 5 minutes. You got it? You know what I'm saying? Like, just do that. So.
Oh, man, y'all. Personal growth is something that we all need.
Yeah.
It's something that we all need. Even if we didn't went through it before, we can be in that space where we need to go through it again.
That's why I tell my son, I'm like, L's are literally a set of 3 L's. It's losses, right? When you take that loss, what do you got to do next? After you lose something,
learn.
You have to learn from it.
Learn.
Right. You got to, but even when that, like, a lot of people will continue to repeat the lessons because they didn't learn from them.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So, like, you got a couple chances, you bump in your head, keep doing the same routine. That's the definition of insanity.
And that means you ain't paying attention. You ain't listening. Your ego too big. Something.
Yeah. So you really got to just let that go.
Ladies, wrapping it up, I really appreciate both of you guys for coming here.
Thanks
this
for having me.
conversation was just so beautiful.
You're beautiful.
I was sitting there like, dang, I'm sick of these cycles, man. I need some help, y'all. Which ways we going? Because I'm rolling with the people who is growing.
Yeah.
Okay, people who elevating. All right.
Yeah.
Last question, y'all. Kendra kind of knocked on it. I don't even know what
knocked on the door.
I think my wine kind of kicking in now.
You're so silly.
Okay. So how can you kind of refrain from negative thoughts? Like you said, it's always you think I can do this, and then that negative thought come in.
Mm-hmm.
How do you actually empower yourself and give yourself another belief? What is something besides saying I can? Because I know I can, but right now I don't feel like I can. So what else can you say to me?
What works for me is because I struggle with that, having a negative self-talk. And what works for me is prayer.
Oh, that's a thick one.
Powerful.
Yes, that's a good one.
Powerful.
Yes, it helps a lot. Sometimes I'll listen to the pastor on YouTube. I'll watch a live stream, and that'll help. Also, jazz. Pretty much setting the environment, setting a positive environment.
Yes.
When you're in a positive environment and everything around you is pretty much what you like and calm and peaceful, it kind of helps you kind of get more of a positive mindset.
Okay.
So that's what I do. Try to just keep myself in a positive environment around positive people and lean a lot on the Lord. I mean, I pray.
Yeah. And I would say too, another thing you can do is you can write down the pros and cons of that idea. So like you might have an idea and you might want to execute it, but is it something that you feel is going to help you thrive within your passion? Is it something that you feel is going to be impactful? Is it something that is temporary, or is it something that you want for the long term? So you really need to break it down. Okay, why do I feel like I can't do this?
Yes.
Okay, now that I've been able to determine why I feel that way, how can I overcome some of those obstacles? Like really sitting down and taking the time to formulate those thoughts. Don't just stop at I can and then turn around and say I can't, and then you just walk away from it and there's no other thought on it.
You can,
and then don't do it.
Yeah.
That's the big one.
Yes. Because I mean, you are gonna have negative thoughts because I think with the world, it's like that's just how we are designed as human beings. They always say you got the good angel and you got the bad one on your shoulder, and you always see it in the cartoons where they yap at each other.
That's in your head.
That's in your head. That's in your head. So you really got to take control over that and say, okay, I can, but let me find out how this works.
Yeah. Right.
Because if you just because you got an idea doesn't mean you always have to push it forward.
Right.
Sometimes you can stop at, yeah, that's not a good idea. You know what I mean? But sometimes you can say,
or let me just get this to somebody else.
You this might not be for me, but this might be good for my friend. Right. So you might go to your friend and be like, I had this idea, but I feel like you would be better executing it.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes what God gives you as a vision or
could be for somebody
else.
Definitely.
Yeah. So just look at it as, what do I need to do next?
Yes.
What steps do I need to take?
Yeah.
And really determine, like, is it something that's gonna make you happy?
Yes.
So
that's the biggest thing. It's time to heal, y'all. Like I said before, it's time to break cycles. It's time for us to create our own thing because we got these kids out here and they is not playing.
No.
They is ready. Yeah. So is we gonna get with them or they gonna leave us behind? Our family, I know a lot of my generations, they didn't left it up to me.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, since y'all leaving it up to me, I'm not gonna leave it up to my kids because it's a lot of fucking work.
Yeah.
Not only that, it's a lot of pain, it's a lot of trauma. It's a lot.
But there's no manuscript or anything. It's nothing telling you like this how you got to do life. It's nothing telling you that. You really is figuring it out every day.
Every day.
That's trying to figure it out on your own.
That's why I link with people. I link with family members, friends, new people, just people in the grocery store. I just speak just to speak just because somebody can use the energy.
Yeah.
And someday I'm gonna need somebody else's energy.
Yeah.
So y'all, it's time to change. It's time to do something different. I really again thank y'all for coming.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna go ahead and let you reintroduce yourself. Go ahead. You can let us know how we can reach you.
This Latoya Shining. You can follow me on Instagram, Latoya Shining. You can follow my self-care page, Divine Love Self-Care, on Facebook and on Instagram. Again, Divine Love Childcare. You can follow that on Facebook and Air It Up Balloons and Decorations. And just to leave you with something, do not be afraid to adopt change in your life.
Yes, baby.
All right. So I'm Kendra. You can follow me on Facebook at Kendra Qualman. You can also follow me on Instagram at minding_ my own podcast, but also Kendra _ Qualman, either one. You can also find me and a dope squad, a dope podcast squad that I'm part of, the panel MKE on Instagram.
Hey.
What's up?
I need to correct that.
What you got? What you got?
Get
you
it
got?
right, he
You
said.
got a part of that you did what?
That I created.
Oh, right on, Tom, right on, baby. Correct that.
I'm a team player, so that's. But yes, make sure y'all follow the Panel Podcast group on Facebook. We have upcoming events that I want y'all to look forward to coming up in October. So make sure y'all go ahead and join us. We do live podcast discussions for you guys to tap into and contribute your own point of view, your own experiences, and you get a chance to mingle and learn different things. So y'all come out. We always have a good time. It's always food. It's always drinks. Great conversation. It don't get no better than that, right?
Music.
So.
Yes, y'all.
Thanks
I
again,
will
Shavonda.
be no problem. I will be posting that up. You know, I am always at the events because I love them. They amazing. The vibes is awesome.
And I'm glad that you
the
be
music
coming.
be lit. Hey, we going to
Please come through. Yes, I will. I got you.
Hey, we going to poetry night. What's up with the poetry night? I didn't miss the last one. We got another one coming up soon.
Let's go, Tom. What we got?
Poetry.
Man, it's so beautiful. Oh. Let me know something. Come on now.
I'm working on something for November. I just literally found the dope spot that I think I'm hosting next one.
Okay, let's go,
Let's
y'all.
do
Stay
this.
tuned. We is out here, y'all. And once again, I am Shavonda Marie with Love, Strength, and Love, y'all. We have allowed our love, strength for our own selves to strengthen, and we sharing it out here with y'all.
Yeah.
We connecting, we linking up, we hanging out, whatever it is, y'all. We giving out advice. Tap into y'all. Tap in to y'all, to us, to me, to he, she, no.
To everybody.
Everybody, just tap in.
All right, y'all. I once again thank y'all for watching. Please do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and just continue to watch and follow us as we continue to transform into something great and amazing.
I love that.